Okay, so this is the game plan. All right, this is where we're going to put it all together, and I'm going to show you how to really get impactful mornings that create huge results. And we're going to use some of the habits that we talked about in the previous section, but we're going to actually all start piecing it all together now. So first and foremost, I don't know whether you can see this, but my alarms, I have 2 alarms. Okay, so I've got 5 a.m., which is when I get up, and I've got 9 o'clock at night. Okay, now the second alarm is probably more important than the first alarm. I've trained my body now that pretty much I wake up before my first alarm. The second alarm is that's the time that I check out. Okay, and that's not the time I check out the business. You know, that's way earlier. This is the time when you stop social media, you stop phones, you stop technology, and you really start to wind down. You know, too many of us will go to bed still scrolling, flicking through. Maybe even the last few things is, you know, checking Facebook before we go to bed, and then we put our phone down. You know, that doesn't allow the brain to switch off early enough, and then you actually don't fall asleep till a bit later. Then you're getting up at 5, and you're actually a bit tired because you haven't had your full 7 hours of sleep. So for me, set an alarm at 9 o'clock or an hour before you go to bed. It depends on what time you go to bed, obviously. And when that alarm goes off, that's when you cut everything off. Technology shuts down and you just start to relax and unwind, and you'll find that you'll sleep better. You'll go to sleep a lot earlier, i.e. as soon as you get into bed, and then you'll wake up feeling a lot more refreshed and you're ready to go. And again, the activity that you do in that first few hours of the morning, or, you know, first 30 minutes, whatever time you choose, is going to be so much more focused. You're going to have better energy levels, and you're going to be more committed to doing it as well. You'll also wake up a lot easier because you've had that extra rest. So just going to bed at 10 whilst flicking Facebook off, you're probably not actually go to deep sleep till probably 11, half 11. So you're actually only getting, you know, like 5.5 hours worth of sleep, which is probably too less. My optimum sleep level is 6.5 hours, ideally 7, but 6.5. I've tried 6 and it doesn't work. I burn out. So if you think about it, if I have 6 hours of sleep and I'm meant to have 7, if I do that, you know, 7 days a week, effectively I've lost a night's sleep. And I did try it. I was getting up at 4 and I was trying it, and it just wasn't working for me. So again, this is all about trial and error. I'm not saying get up at 5 either. You just got to do what works for you. But once we start piecing this game plan together, then you'll start tweaking with your times, testing it and seeing what works and seeing what you can fit in. And then from that, you'll come up with a habit, and then the consistency of, you know, committing to that habit and doing that daily will create the results. So set a number 1 alarm to get up, set number 2 alarm to switch off, and then go to bed an hour later.